Each of you has a unique journey that led you here. There were births and deaths, and job losses and relationships beginning and ending, but you didn't stop.
Today, I close the door to the past, open the door to the future, take a deep breath, step on through, and start a new chapter in my life.
While the term non-traditional is currently used for federal data collection and reporting purposes, it describes these learners as aberrations to the higher education system. Post-traditional, on the other hand, empowers them, validating their experiences as a value add, and signaling the need for continual evolution in the higher education policy, leadership, and practice. The National Center for Education Statistics defines post-traditional students as those who are above the age of 25 or those who reattempt college coursework over an extended period of time. Post-traditional students are looking to retool, retrench, change careers, or seek to advance their credentials. Only 50% of post-traditional students enrolled in higher education complete baccalaureate degrees. Universities tend to focus on traditional age undergraduate students and make minimal resource allocation on post-traditional student programming. Institutions need to identify new approaches in order to increase post-traditional student retention rates. This study looks to increase support services that will assist in growing the number of post-traditional student graduates. The context and background of the problem. Liberal Arts University is a Hispanic-serving institution in a metropolitan city in the western United States. LAU is a private, small, liberal arts university with a mission to provide robust learning programming for a diverse student body, with a focus on liberal arts and sciences. LAU measures success by graduates who influence their communities through their commitment to social justice. The institution services a variety of student populations, including traditional age undergraduate, post-traditional undergraduates, and graduate students. Over the last 50 years, LAU has predominantly focused on servicing first-generation students, most of which fit into the traditional age demographic of 18 to 22 years old. There has been a visible shift in the interest from traditional age to post-traditional degree seekers. Over the last decade, LAU has experienced a 400% increase in post-traditional student inquiries. The growth at LAU mirrors the national trend. In 1970, only 2.4 million students were adult learners, compared to 6.9 million in 2017. LAU, as well as other institutions in the United States, has begun to recognize the importance of recruitment activities targeted on growth of the adult undergraduate population. Even while showing substantial growth, the institution has failed to improve overall retention and completion rates, as evidenced by the 63% six-year graduation rate. The problem poses a threat to post-traditional student success, which also impacts enrollment. Post-traditional student numbers will continue to grow, while traditional age student numbers will decrease through the year 2030. As a result of addressing the gaps in support for post-traditional students, LAU will increase the institutional graduation rate and create stronger programming for students who fall in the post-traditional category. It is vital that LAU explores services and resources specific to post-traditional students. These students are often making significant financial investments toward the completion of their degree while juggling many other adult responsibilities. As this population continues to grow, institutions can benefit from increased programming and resources to expand retention rates for adult learners. In strengthening resources and support services for post-traditional students, institutions will see increased student diligence and graduation rates. The purpose of the study is to identify best practices related to academic and support resources that will help address barriers to post-traditional student retention at liberal arts university. Post-traditional students make up 40% of all college enrollments and 36% at LAU. This study will investigate the barriers that hinder post-traditional student retention and provide recommendations for the problem of practice. The barriers experienced by post-traditional students can be academic, emotional, financial, and/or access related. Importance of the study. This problem is important to address because post-traditional student enrollment has tripled in the U.S. over the last decade alone and will continue to grow until the year 2030. Moreover, 40% of all college enrollments are post-traditional in nature. Overview of theoretical framework and methodology. The theory of social capital will be used to examine the problem of barriers to post-traditional student retention. Bourdieu's theory of social capital speaks to how different forms of power affect accessibility to resources. Through the lens of the theory of social capital, post-traditional students' perceptions will be studied. The research will also help explain how social capital impacts college readiness and accessibility. The theory of social capital will also aid in identifying barriers to academic commitment when faced with intrinsic and extrinsic challenges while enrolled in an undergraduate program. A qualitative research approach will be utilized as a means to extract post-traditional student stories and gain understanding behind the meaning of their educational experiences. Through the use of student narratives, the research will help identify emergent themes regarding the post-traditional student experience as viewed through the lens of social capital.